Thank you so much for joining me here at Jessica and Pilates for your full body mat Pilates workout. Again, this workout's only 30 minutes and just body weight, so just you and your mat. But grab a chair if you'd like that close by for balance as well. And show me some love by hitting that subscribe button and that bell to be notified every time I post a new workout. Let's go ahead and get started. Okay, so let's go ahead and come over to our mats. And let's just have your stance a little bit wider than your hips. We're going to take one hand, reach it overhead, coming up onto that tippy toe, and reach to the other side. Good. So reach it up and down. Yep. Just laterally flexing that spine. Find that length in your side body and focus on that breath. Big reach. Good. Feel that length. And think about breathing into that lung as you reach your hand up. So a big deep inhale. Nice exhale. Good. Warming up that body, warming up our breath. And remember, it's always about just finding that mindful, present movement. So as we're doing our workout today, think about just staying present within your body. So one more time each side like this. And let's go ahead and squat down and reach. Squat down and reach. So stay low. My legs are still wide. Reaching across your body. Find your breath. Find the core. And of course, you can always just squat a little deeper. If your body allows, get low. And breathe. Deep inhale. Deep exhale. Good. One more time each side. And then we'll go ahead and come back to upright. And as we come back to upright, let's just bring those legs to about sit bone distance apart. Reach those hands up to the sky. One leg up at a time. Let's march it out. Almost like doing our single leg crunch series. Good. Feel that core engaged. Help stop that leg. And as that leg lifts, feel like it's your core lifting the leg. So as that leg comes up, think about hugging those hip bones in towards each other, belly button to the spine, as if you're tightening a belt. Or tightening into those yoga pants. Good. Exhale and inhale. Let's do 5 more. And forward. Good. And one more time to each side. And then once we're even, we'll just bring those legs to a nice wide stance again. Take one hand up. You're going to put your weight on one leg, opposite leg on my toes, and we're just going to do some side crunches here. So as much as possible, I'm working to not really put weight back into that foot as it taps down. And think about the side body crunching, focusing on that breath. Beautiful. Good. And find that length as you reach your arm up and your leg away. Remember, we're going to keep most of that weight in our standing leg. We're going to do 5 more. And 2. And 1 more. And then go ahead and come back down, other side. So feel that weight in your standing leg, other toe off to the side, hand to the sky. And crunch it out. Remember, once we're moving, see if you can prevent that leg from really putting any weight in that leg. So keep most of the weight in your opposite. This one's just tapping down and back up. Deepening into that breath. And again, find that length as you reach away. And then crunch it back in, using that side body. Good. Deepen your breath. 5 more. And 2 more. 1. And then bring that foot back down. So once that foot's down, we're just going to still stay about sit bone distance apart. I'm going to sit down to a squat and then stand back up. We'll do a couple of reps. Squat down and back up before we hold it. Good. So feel that booty engage to help lift you back up. And again, see if you can get low. Now you don't need to get all the way down here, but find where your thighs are still active and then come back up. Activating through the core. Feel like the core is helping to lift you back up along with that butt. Let's do 2 more. And then let's hold it down. So as you hold it down, I'm going to stabilize on one leg. The opposite leg, I'm going to take it out, take it side, take it back, take it side, take it back, take it side. Good. Focus on that breath and feel that stability in the leg that we have on the floor. And again, we're barely putting any weight in this leg as well. And if you can, get lower into that squat. Get low and hold. Hold with your butt cheek on that leg on the floor, deepening into your breath. Heating up our body. Good. Deepen that breath. 5 more. Good. then let's hold this leg back, and let's pulse that leg back. Good. Hold the arms to the sky. 5 more. 4, 3, 2, and then bring that leg out to the side in small little circles. Leg and arms. Wax on, wax off. Good. 3 more. 2, 1. Reverse, go the opposite direction with that circle. And breathe. 2 more. And then bring it back down, stand up tall. Whew. Other side. We got another leg to do. So come down to that squat. Step it back. Step side. Step back. Step side. Step back. Step side. Get a little lower. Can you get low in that standing leg? Focus on the breath. And of course, stay within your range of motion. As always. Feeling everything heat up. Deepening into your breath. 5 more. Staying within your pace. Or picking it up. Good. And then hold it back and little pulses back. For 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And then out to the side and little circles. Leg and arms moving within the shoulder socket, within the hip socket. If you can, get a little lower. Don't circle the leg on the floor. And 3 more. 2, 1, and reverse. Good. Trying to stabilize in that leg that's down. 5 more. 4, 3, 2, and then bring everything back in. Whew. So staying at the edge of your mat, so you have that mat space in front of you. Hands to the sky, extend the spine. Chin to the chest, round the spine, bend the knees. Scoop the abs, lengthen your spine back up. Extend, reach the hands back to the sky. Bring in the hands down. Chin the chest, round the spine, bend the knees. Slowly come back to upright, circle the hands back up. Good. Deepening that breath, using your core to help bring you back to upright. Feeling your feet on the mat, the heel, ball the big toe, ball the pinky toe. Let's do that one more time. Reaching up, find that length, find that extension. And then coming back down, let's walk ourselves out, coming onto our hands and our knees. Shoulders, draw down away from the ears, lift that lowest rib cage up to the sky, and then opposite arm, opposite leg, and back in. And reach. And reach. Find that length as you reach away, and remember, our goal is to stabilize through the trunk of our body and our pelvis. So as we're reaching our limbs out, nothing else is moving. We're staying stable. But again, you're finding that length as you reach, focusing on the breath. Good. One more time to each side. And then we're going to come back through center. So if you come back through center, lift out the armpits, lift out the legs, feel that lowest rib cage lift up. And you can stay here stable, or I'm going to take one hand behind my head. Actually, we're just going to open it to a T, I lied. So out to a T. We're going to reach underneath your body, hollow out through the core, and then reach up to the sky. So reach underneath you, and then reach it back up. Reach underneath, and then back up. So if this feels pretty amazing, you want to layer on, once you come back through center, take that opposite foot back. And then keep it back and do the same thing. I'm going to keep my toe on the floor for now, but another option to challenge yourself would be to go ahead and hold that leg lifted as you're moving. So wherever you feel today, go ahead and do it. But do focus on that arm that's on the floor, keeping that shoulder out of the ear. And think about moving from your torso, move from the core. And as you reach the sky, think about lifting out of the armpit. Let's do 3 more. Good. And 2. Rotate through that torso. And 1 more. And then go ahead and bring the limbs back in. Let's do that to your other side. So again, lift out those armpits, shoulders out the ears. And then you're going to take one hand and you're going to reach it underneath you and then slowly reach it back up to the sky. So reach underneath, and then reach it back up. And remember, if this feels pretty amazing for you, go ahead and come back through center, take the opposite foot, step it back, and then do the same thing. Continue with that movement. And you can also layer on, if you want to make that slightly more challenging, bring that foot to a hover, and then do the same thing. Working on that balance, working on that coordination, staying lifted out of the armpit. So whatever variation you choose today, but think about opening through the torso. As you reach the sky, open that rib cage to the sky. We're going to keep the pelvis from moving as much as possible and deepen into that breath. Let's do 3 more. And 2. 1 more. And then go ahead and bring your limbs back in. Let's go ahead and come upright on those knees after that lovely twist. So upright on those knees. Remember, for a plank of wood from your knee to the crown of the head. Keeping those shins pressing down, we're going to lean our bodies back and come back to upright. Lean it back, maybe even open to a T, hands forward, and back to upright. Lean back. Ziggy's like, I'm out for this one. Good. So lean back. Feel your glutes engage. Use your butt to help pull you back to upright in your hamstrings. But of course, you should feel your quad, front of your thigh and your abs as we're doing this move. But again, be like a plank of wood. Let's do 3 more. Opening up to that front body. And 2. And just 1 more. And so we're going to come back to upright. We're just going to stay in this position. We're just going to do one side at a time. So I'm going to start with, we'll call this my right side. So we're going to lean back and twist, and then come back through center. Lean back, twist. We're going to keep this right hip facing straight ahead, deepening in the breath. So twisting more through your upper body. Good. Finding that control, and again, make it a smaller range of motion if you need to. You don't have to go back super far, but do use your glutes, use your butt to help pull you back to upright, along with the core and the quads. 3 more. 2. And just 1 more on this side. Let's come back through center. Let's repeat that on the other. So twist back to your left, and then come back to center. Rotate back to the left, and center. Remember, as you rotate back, think about that left hip reaching straight ahead in opposition as we do this bow and arrow. And 5 more. Focus on that breath, present within our bodies, within our movements as much as we can. 3 more. And 2. 1 more time. Coming back to center. So let's go ahead and come down your side. We're going to come onto my forearm, knees glued together, lifting out of this armpit. I'm going to scoot my knees back so they're lined up with my body, lifting out of this bottom armpit, shoulder away from the ear. This top one gets in the mat for moral support, or take it to your hip or up to the sky. So wherever you're feeling today, we're going to lift up into our modified side plank, lift that top knee, bring it back down, lower to a hover. Lift up, open, close, hover down. Lift up, open, close, hover down. Focus on that breath and that shoulder stability. Feel that core activate, and think about opening from this outer hip. But even though we're opening from that outer hip, feel like you're lifting from that bottom butt cheek, bottom armpit. 5 more. Good. And breathe. And smile. We're having fun. We're moving. We're feeling amazing. Good. Let's do 3 more. We feel fabulous. And 2. And we will in a second. Let's hold this next one up. So as you hold up, let's just lift and lower that top leg. Good. Lift and lower. Keep that bottom hip lifted. So you use that bottom butt cheek to help lift you up. 5 more. 4, 3, 2, 1, and then bring everything all the way down, laying flat on your side, pressing into this top hand. You can keep your legs straight down from your body, that's more challenging, or just bring them slightly in front of you on the mat. And if you need, roll over to your butt cheek, top of fist, and let's lift both legs and lower. Lift the legs and lower, like we have a mermaid tail here. Shoulder out of the ear. Yep. I think you heard something. Good. Lengthen those legs as you lift. And think about that bottom inner thigh lifting your top leg. So feel that bottom inner thigh assisting to lift that top leg up. Good. Deepen into that breath. Good. We got 5 more. And 2 more. Let's hold those legs lifted, scissor. 1 leg forward, 1 leg back. 1 leg forward, 1 leg back. Working as much as possible to prevent that torso from moving. So stay stable in that side body. Good. 5 more. 4, 3, 2, and 1 more. And then bring those legs back down. So once the legs are down, stay in this position. Remember, draw that top hip away from the rib. Lift that top leg up and back down. Lift and lower. Lift it up and back down. Focus on that breath and that length. Remember, it's that transverse ab, that deepest layer of musculature in the abdomen that's helping us to stabilize the pelvis as we move our leg. So again, tighten that belt. Like you're tightening into a tight pair of jeans. 5 more. 4, 3, 2. Hold that leg lifted above your body if you can, and let's circle the leg. Circle. So think about that leg being pulled away from you. I'm also pressing into my bottom toes, finding that length in the thigh. Good. Happy little circles. 3 more. 2, and reverse, go the opposite direction. Beautiful circles. I'm feeling my thigh. I hope you are too. Good. I was a little sore this week. Felt amazing with all the walking, getting outside, being in nature. 3 more. 2, and then hold that leg stable. Little pulses up for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and bring that leg back down. So before we do the other side, let's just roll onto your backs. Good. Hands at your side. You can also kind of press them down by your butt a little bit. I'm going to take both legs to tabletop. You can stay at tabletop and just tap those toes down, or reach the legs straight to the sky, lower the legs, and lift. Lower the legs, and lift. And again, as those legs go down, that's where we want that transverse to fire. So feel the hip bones hugging towards each other, belly button to the spine. Make it a smaller range of motion if you need to. Hold it down if you can. Open to the width of your mat, back together, and lift. Lower, open to the width of your mat, back together, and lift. Lower, open, close, and lift. Let's do 5 more. Focus on that breath. Find the stability of your pelvis. So ideally, nothing is moving besides those legs. Smaller range of motion if needed. 3 more. And 2. 1 more. Bring those legs back up. Slow lower them back down. Flat back bridge for 5. And 4, 3, 2, 1 more. And then go ahead, grab the back of your thighs, roll yourself up, and let's swing around to do that all over again on our other side. So starting with our modified side plank here, which is still a lot of fun. So lift out the armpit, shoulder out of the ear, hand can be at your side, or reach it up to the sky, or on the mat. You're gonna lift it up, open the top leg, bring it down and lower. Lift, lift, and lower. Good. Lift your hip, lift the leg, lower the butt. And again, see if you can just lower down to a hover so you're not completely resting on the mat. We're keeping that side body working. Lift up from that bottom side, that bottom glute and armpit, and feel that top hip open the leg. Rotate it open. Good. Deepen into the breath. And we'll do 5 more. 4, 3, 2, get ready to hold it for the fun part. Let's lift and hold, and just lift and lower that leg. Focus on the breath. Lift out of that armpit, lift that bottom booty a little bit higher. I know you could do it. 5 more. 4, 3, 2, 1 more, and then bring everything back down. Lay flat on your side. Feels so amazing. Lengthen those legs out. Remember, the legs can be straight down from you or bring them slightly more forward if that feels nicer in your body. Draw that top hip out of the ribs, and let's take that top leg lifted up and back down. Think about painting the wall with your big toe like it's the tip of a paintbrush. But again, working to stabilize to the trunk of the body, mobilize just that leg within the hip. So small range of motion if you need to. Honor your bodies and where they are today. Good. Focus on the breath. Find presence within our movement. Let's do 5 more. 4. Good. 2 more. And then hold that leg just a little bit higher than the hip, and let's do those little circles. Little circles. Focus on the breath, and feel like that leg is going to be pulled away from your body as you circle. Finding that length in the thigh. Good. Good. 3 more. 2, 1, and reverse. Go the other way. Oh, that feels so amazing. I'm pressing my foot down, my toes down on that bottom foot to help me stabilize as well. Still working to find that length in my thigh, moving from the hip, making sure it's not just the knee or the ankle, move from your hip socket. 3 more. 2, and 1, and then bring that leg back down. Side booty should feel amazing. Let's roll back to your backs, coming supine on our mats. Good. And so keeping the knees bent with your feet flat on the mat, and then making sure that your hips are also nice and centered. We're in our neutral. We have that natural curve at our lower back. I'm going to take my left hand, reach it back behind me, and then I'm going to take my right leg and reach it out straight. Opposite hand is pressing down the mat, and then you're going to reach up and back down. So arm and leg meet, and then back down. I'm pressing my right palm to the mat, and you can stay here nice and easy, keeping that head down, or as the arm and leg come together, lift up into a crunch, reach into the outside of your thigh, and then back down. Reach to the outside of your thigh, and back down. And I can press my right hand down to also help assist me. So I'm pressing into my forearm as well to help me lift. Exhale, and inhale, find length. Exhale, find length as you lower. Let's do 5 more. Good, and on this next one, let's hold it. Hold that lift and little pulses up. Reaching your torso up at that diagonal for 5, 4, 3, 2, and lower yourself back down. Bend that knee in. Place your left hand at your side. Take your left leg up to the sky, and then take your right hand, reach it back behind you. Good. So I'm going to lower the leg, and then we're going to bring everything up, and then reach it long. So remember, feel free to keep your head down on the mat and just focus on that stability of the core of the torso. So you could stay there, or let's add that crunch in. Lift it up and back down. Exhale, lift. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, lift. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale and inhale, focusing on that breath. Good. Find that stability of the trunk of the body, of the pelvis as we're moving. Good. We got 5 more. And 2 more. Let's hold it up and let's pulse it up and pulse. Pulsing at that diagonal, reaching to the outside of that thigh for 5, 3, 2, and 1 more, and then go ahead and lower yourself back down. Bring those legs together like one. I'm going to take my right foot, cross it over my left, coming into kind of a piriformis stretch position, drawing my toe towards my knee, and then aiming my right knee towards the wall away from me. Hands pressing down to your side to help keep your shoulder blades on the mat. Flat back bridge up and hover it down. Flat back bridge lift, just coming to a hover as you lower. Lift, hover it down. Lift it up, hover it down. Seeing if you can keep those hips evenly lifted as much as you can throughout this move. Pressing the palms down so you activate through the tricep, the back of the arm, and you're at the back of the armpits. 5 more. And then hold it up, halfway up, halfway down for 5, 4, 3, 2, hold it up, hold it up, lift a little higher, lift your heel, lower your heel, lift your heel, lower your heel, lift and lower. Good, pressing into the ball of the foot as you lift that heel up. 5 more. 4, 3, 2, set that foot flat, hold the hips down, switching legs. So legs together, I'm gonna take my left foot over my right, aiming my left knee towards the wall and pulling my toes towards my knee, pressing my palms down, flat back up, hover it down. Flat back lift. Remember, just try to hover so you're not actually resting on the mat as you go down. But of course, stay where you are today in your challenge. Good. And feel that booty squeeze as you lift. So engage the butt cheek as you lift those hips up. Every time I lift, I'm also working to aim this knee across the room, aiming my left knee away from me. 5 more. And on your next one, let's go ahead and hold that lift, hold it up, lower halfway down and back up. Halfway down and back up. Engage that booty to help you lift. Aiming your left thigh towards the wall, helping to open up that hip. Good, 5 more. And then hold it up, lift and lower that heel. Good, coming up onto the ball of the foot as much as you can. And I got 5 more. And 2, and 1. Uncross the legs, lower that butt back down. Bring those knees up in front of the spine, press that lower back down. Taking the hands to the side of your body, bring both legs up. And you're just gonna slowly flutter, walk the legs down. And then slowly flutter, walk the legs back up. Flutter it down, and back up. And again, we're gonna keep the trunk of your body nice and stable. You don't have to go super low, so stay within your range of motion here. And 1 more. And then bring those legs back down. So let's roll back to your side. I just remembered we forgot something earlier, so we're gonna do it now. So bring those feet back to the front edge of the mat. Good, so I have my left leg up. This is the side that we forgot when my head was facing this way. And we're gonna just lift both legs up and back down. Lift and lower. So think about that bottom inner thigh lifting that top leg. Bottom inner thigh lifts that top leg. Good, shoulder out of the ear. Find the length in your thighs and focus on the breath. Good. Let's do 5 more. 4, 3, 2, hold the legs lifted, and let's scissor those legs. 1 leg forward, 1 leg back. We're going to prevent anything from moving, just those legs are moving. Good, and 5 more. 4, 3, 2, and then go ahead and lower those legs back down, roll to your bellies. Coming onto those forearms, press into your toes. Let's lift up into our plank. Shoulders on the ears. You can always come to a straight arm plank or onto your all fours position as well. Let's just dip that pelvis side to side. So left to right. Staying lifted out of your armpits. Focus on the breath and feel those obliques working. Good. 5 more. Good. 1 more time to each side. Hold your plank, and then slowly lower back down onto your belly. So adjust your forearms just a little bit forward so that your elbow is below the shoulder. Shoulders draw out of the ears, lift that lowest rib cage up. And so from here, we're gonna lift the legs and lower. Lift and lower. If you need to, open the arms wider and bring your torso lower if that feels better on your back. So work to keep the core, abs, ribs lifted as the legs come up. And then hold the legs down, press up and lower. Press up and lower. Lifting out those armpits. Focus on the breath. Think about using your back body, using your back muscles, creating length in your neck. Good. Hold it about halfway. Little pulses, little pulses. Feel the tricep, the back of the arm. Back of the armpits for 5, 4, 3, 2, lower down. Reach the arm straight overhead. Everything lifts and lower. Lift it up and back down. Using your back muscles, use your butt cheeks, your hamstrings, so the back of the thighs. 5 more. 4, 3, 2, hold it up and let's swim. For 5, 4, 3, 2, and then bring everything down. Press up into your full plank if you can. Down dog, pike those hips up. Walk your hands and your feet in. And then just bend one knee at a time. Feeling that stretch through the back of the thighs. One more time each side. And then we're gonna hold both heels flat. And then take your time as you move like a rag doll, hugging up to the core, round up through your spine. Roll those shoulders back. Roll them forward. Roll them back again. Good. Reach one hand up, big inhale. Other hand up. One more time to each side. Bringing those hands back down. Feeling gratitude for your bodies. Taking time to move them today. And again, thank you for joining me here at Jessica and Pilates. Thank you so much for joining me for today's workout. I hope you're feeling just extra fabulous. So hit that like button and also toss in some comments down below and let me know how you're feeling after today's movement. Remember, show some love, hit that subscribe button and that bell to be notified every time I post a new workout. I look forward to seeing you guys again soon.